afternoon.
Good afternoon. How you doing?
Great, thanks for asking. How did Franz get through that game last night, and just in terms of how his ankle feels and all that stuff?
Yeah, he said he felt good. I mean, I think obviously he's still going to feel it, but I think for the most part he feels pretty good.
How did Paolo come up? Sounds like he jammed his right.
Yeah, I think that ball got spiked towards his finger. I think just being a jammed finger as of right now. Yeah.
Just what was the focus of practice today? What do you think it is?
Film session, just cleaning up the things that we, playing these guys again tomorrow. It's important that you clean up the mistakes that you made in the game last night. Some of the adjustments that they could find throughout the game. Shooting the basketball was a big piece, but also getting back down to our fundamental parts on defense that we need to continue to hone in on.
Wendell was a lot other injury the other day yesterday. How's Wendell doing that?
He's okay. He's definitely okay.
With that center position, Wendell's been pretty solid, but they've had some down rebounding games. He's had some games where he struggles a little bit. What do you want to see from that center position, and how can other teammates kind of help him kind of boost what he does and help support him?
Yeah, I think the one thing Wendell's been is he's been consistent and available. I think that says a lot. First and foremost is that he's been available for us this year. The second piece is, for him, it's just continuing to do the little small dirty work things that, a lot of guys don't get credit for. It is getting the 50-50 rebound. It is boxing one of the big centers out so our guards can follow up and get the rebound. All those little small pieces. And those guys do a great job of communicating with one another, the things that they see when they're on the floor, and adjustments that they can make as the games are going on.
Given the physicality that Wendell plays with and all the punishment he absorbs and dishes out, how impressive is it that he has been as durable as he's been?
I mean, this is the first time he's done, this, to this point. So I really do believe it's great for him, the way he's taking care of his body this summer, the amount of, hits and physicality that he does face on a nightly basis. It says a lot about him and the way he's concentrating on just making sure he takes it one game at a time, just making sure he's available for his team.
Doc said last night you guys were the more physical team. How do you bring that physicality again tomorrow night?
Just repeat it. You watch the film, know the things that got you where you were for that game, and understand the things that you got to clean up. And I think it's just a mindset more than anything. Can you win the 50-50 battles? Can you be physical without fouling? Can you impose your will on a game, like last night? And can you repeat it? And it's a lot of that. It becomes down to the mindset piece.
With that mind. With that mindset piece, how do you guard against looking head to the break? I'm sure everyone is looking a little bit forward to the break, but just the one game at a time. How do you kind of guard against that mindset and make sure you take care of your business?
Yeah, that's all you have to say. That's the reality of it. There's no way around it. You say you take care of home tomorrow night, which we said we want to do. And you focus on the one game. It's an opponent that you're going to play for the second time, and they're going to be ready and prepared for you. So you got to know the adjustments you need to make, but focus on the one game and one game only.
Look back at the last 3 games, obviously all wins, but very different styles of wins. And I know we talk about finding the wins, but are there commonalities that you see in terms of building blocks of each game that have led to the big games?
Yeah, I mean, last night, I think a lot of it was, you talk about that third quarter, and each one of those games we've had a quarter where we've been able to break out, whether that's been, 35 to 20, 43 to 23, whatever the case may be. You have a big defensive quarter, and the offensive number looks great, but it is because the defense sparked it. So the common piece in all those wins has been we've put together 1 or 2 quarters that has been very special, and knowing what we're capable of doing on the defensive end, that creates our offense.
As a follow-up to that, what do you feel like are still maybe the biggest things that are preventing it from being a game-to-game versus the quarter-to-quarter?
I think you take it one possession at a time, not letting the runs get away from you. I think that's a big key for us as well. And the opponents are different, so the style of play is going to be different for each opponent, so it's going to look different. Some teams are playing faster, some teams are playing in the half court, but what we do has to stay consistent, and I think that is why you can always hone in on the defensive end when the shot's not falling like it wasn't last night.
I'm not sure if I heard you correctly. When you were saying looking at the shooting, was that in relation to just getting out here onto the floor and taking shots, or off the film?
What do you? Can you repeat the question?
Okay. You said you looked at the shooting today, correct? Was that off of film?
Both.
When you review film, what can that tell you about shooting mechanics, as opposed, or maybe you also meant getting good shots?
Getting good shots is what I meant more than anything. Our shot quality last night was the highest it had been for us all year. You know, we generated a ton, and I think a lot of that started from the way we were able to get downhill, attack the paint, touch the paint, force spray out threes. That's what we talk about. And then when you get on the floor, you go and work on those same shots from those same areas that you may have missed from the night before, but you go with it at the same speed, same clip that you would in a game.
When the team starts 3 for 20 from 3, how much of that is maybe passes being off target or not in rhythm, or how much of it is just the randomness of basketball?
Yeah, I think it's just the randomness of basketball. I think we got a lot of great open looks. I mean, we watched a couple of Wendell's open ones. We talked, Desmond had a couple open ones. Tristan had open ones. Everybody had an open shot at some point last night, and I think that's just, I'm proud of our guys for not letting that discourage them from how we continue to play defense, and that's a big key for us moving forward.